I want y'all to know those comments that Trump made about the Adelson woman receiving that medal is about him trying to hold on to some of those militia mistresses that are holding down all those casinos who they think might jump ship because Kamala keeps telling them all they're not going back.
Miriam Adelson is a committed doctor, philanthropist, and humanitarian. She has practiced internal and emergency medicine, studied and specialized in the disease of narcotic addiction, and founded 2 research centers committed to fighting substance abuse. She and her husband Sheldon also established the Adelson Medical Research Foundation, which supports research to prevent, reduce, or eliminate disabling and life-threatening illness. As a committed member of the American Jewish community, she has supported Jewish schools, Holocaust memorial organizations, Friends of the Israel Defense Forces, and Birthright Israel, among other causes. The United States is proud to recognize Dr. Adelson for an incredible career and record of service to her community and the country.
I have to say, Miriam, I watched Sheldon sitting so proud in the White House when we gave Miriam the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's the highest award you can get as a civilian. It's the equivalent of the Congressional Medal of Honor, but civilian version. It's actually much better because everyone gets the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's soldiers. They're either in very bad shape because they've been hit so many times by bullets or they're dead. She gets it, and she's a healthy, beautiful woman. It's right. We are no closer to a lasting peace agreement between Israel and the Palestinians. It would be folly to assume that repeating the exact same formula would now produce a different or better result. Therefore, I have determined that it is time to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Israel is a sovereign nation with the right, like every other sovereign nation, to determine its own capital. It was 70 years ago that the United States under President Truman recognized the state of Israel. Ever since then, Israel has made its capital in the city of Jerusalem, the capital the Jewish people established in ancient times. The Israeli people have built a country where Jews, Muslims, and Christians, and people of all faiths are free to live and worship according to their conscience and according to their beliefs. I am also directing the State Department to begin preparation to move the American Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. The United States remains deeply committed to helping facilitate a peace agreement that is acceptable to both sides. In the meantime, I call on all parties to maintain the status quo. This sacred city should call forth the best in humanity, lifting our sights to what it is possible, not pulling us back and down to the old fights. Vice President Pence will travel to the region in the coming days to reaffirm our commitment to work with partners throughout the Middle East to defeat radicalism that threatens the hopes and dreams of future generations.
High above on a limestone ridge overlooking Jerusalem's old city, mourners said goodbye to Sheldon Adelson, the mogul who turned Las Vegas Sands into the world's largest casino company. His wife Miriam and other family members laid Adelson's coffin to rest on Friday.
Which supports research to prevent, reduce, or eliminate disabling and life-threatening illness.
He was a self-made man from a poor Jewish immigrant family in Boston. He built lavish gambling palaces in Las Vegas, Macau, and Singapore that made him into one of the world's richest men with a net worth of $34 billion. He used some of that wealth in the world of politics, where he bankrolled Republicans, including President Donald Trump. He was also a big donor to Jewish causes. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who was present when Adelson's body arrived at the airport, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who was present when Adelson's body arrived at the airport, praised him as a huge Jewish patriot. Adelson saw one of his long-cherished goals realized in 2017 when Trump recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital, a move that infuriated Palestinians and placed the U.S. at odds with most of the rest of the world. Sheldon Adelson was 87.